Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy here on the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out the official music video for ONEUS's Come Back Home. Now, we checked out ONEUS's Come Back Home already on Road to Kingdom. They performed it on the finale. Now, that is the only time I have checked it out. So that means I did not necessarily listen to the music in like the highest quality possible because it was a live stage, right? And I haven't seen this music video. All I've seen was that live performance. So, you know, if you want to see my initial first reaction, you can check out our reactions to Road to Kingdom over on our Patreon. But today's video is brought to you by Guayaki. No, it's not. It's brought to you by, of course, our Patreon. Why would it be brought to you by Guayaki? Now, I would like to be sponsored by Guayaki. Listen, you know, people talk about selling out and, people trying to push products on you, being disingenuous. Like, listen, I'll make it very clear. I will sell myself out. Listen, Guayaki, I will sell myself out. First of all, I do drink this on the regular, but I will sell myself out. There is no price too low for me to promote Guayaki or any other brand. I'm kidding. Anyways, this video is brought to you by our Patreon. You know, I've just been doing this for so long. You gotta spice up the intros a little bit. But guys, if you enjoy what we do on this channel, visit us at our Patreon. Patreon is the best way to support us. We don't make money doing this on YouTube, but our Patreon, thanks to our donors, we are able to do this full time. And for just a little bit more, we actually do live stage reactions, variety show reactions, and reality show reactions. First of all, we checked out Queendom last year, and we checked out all of Road to Kingdom this year. So if you want to check out our reactions to Queendom and Road to Kingdom, visit us at our Patreon and become a Summer Tier patron or up to get access to those videos. But supporting us monetarily is completely optional. Culture Study videos will always still be free here on YouTube. Let's get into this video. This is Come Back Home by ONEUS, and this is your form of therapy. I love my Guayaki organic herbal tea. All right. Guayaki, contact me. I'll sell myself out. All right, let's get it. Here we go. Wow. Ooh. Ooh, love the guitars. Ooh, we see this set a lot in K-pop, this theater setting, but it feels appropriate for this. I can't get over the fact that Ito could sing. Oh my god. He sounds so amazing. The duality of this man and his talent. Oh my god. Ito, stop singing. Oh my god. It's amazing. Oof, I love that move. I love that choreo move where they just drop down to the back on one hand.
When you cry, when you smile, 널 지켜줄 나잖아. 정막한 이 고요함 더 짙어지려 해. Please come back. 원해 안녕 회개해야 돼. 넘어가지 나는 내가 애냐애. 물러가라 여기 그래도 다시 난 너는 그리스도. 한 손으로 눈을 가리고 양쪽 길을 꽉 들어막아도 내가 또 아는거려 또 가리워서 늘 흐려져가 매일. Please come back.
Ooh.
돌아와도 come back.
Oh. Oh.
Please come back. Come back, come.
Wow. Wow. The only way in which I could describe that is that was a masterpiece. That was a masterpiece in both storytelling through the music, through the choreography, and through the video. It was like the perfect storm of storytelling. I got a little backstory into the concept for this because we watched Road to Kingdom. I believe they're supposed to be vampires, and they're fighting like ghouls / zombies. It's sort of inspired by the Netflix series Kingdom, which is an interesting concept. They're like vampire knights fighting other ghoulish creatures, protecting this boy. What I find to be phenomenal is that Ido, I didn't know this. I really didn't trip and fall into the ONEUS hole until really Road to Kingdom. Road to Kingdom really sold me on ONEUS. But I didn't realize Ido was so talented of a singer. Ido's singing. Let's just go through this real quick. Ido's singing in this is ridiculous. God, listen to those vocals right there. Na 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 na. God. And then the bridge too. He sounds so good in the bridge. Right here.
When you cry, when you smile.
How is like he's not just because there's a thing that I like. I like it when rappers sing because I feel like rappers don't necessarily have the traditional vocal training and vocal prowess and strength that main vocalists do. But and so like it's the uniqueness that I really like. Like Top from Big Bang, I love his singing style. It's so unique. But here's the thing about Ido. As a rapper, when he sings, I don't get that same feeling of like, oh, it's a rapper doing a unique raspy singing. No, like Ido can genuinely sing. Not only is he a good singer, he's a unique singer in a vocalist way, not because of the fact that he's a rapper. So Ido is incredibly talented. Like I didn't realize this about him until I was going down my ONEUS hole and I watched Valkyrie again. I was watching it on my TV, and then the subtitles were on, and then during like I think like the beginning singing portion, it said Yido, and I was like, this is Ido singing this? What? I never knew this. I never knew up until this point that Ido can sing, and he's actually been singing in ONEUS' songs because it so does not sound like him when he sings. So that's incredible. Like I said, the music video and the song and the choreography, they all pair perfectly to create just a beautiful work of art. I mean, the video is incredibly, incredibly high budget. I mean, just on the scale of, like, first of all, they're shooting in an actual forest, but just like having all those extras, the props, the setup time. I mean, this is like the shoot for the forest it had to be so exhausting. Like, if this was a 1-day shoot, because they definitely shot this part at night. If this was like a standard 12-hour shoot, I had to imagine they were so fucking tired because they did the battle scenes in the daytime, or they could have broken it up into 2 days. I don't know. I mean, when it comes to music videos, there's not really a lot of time, and people tend to just shoot everything in the quickest time crunch possible. So it's very possible that they shot this in that they shot all the forest stuff in 1 day. Or they shot it in 2 days. But, you know, I love it because from that aspect, it's very cinematic. The music video is very cinematic, but it doesn't sacrifice anything, which is very interesting. Like, it doesn't sacrifice any choreo. It doesn't sacrifice anything that takes it away from being a music video. I feel like whenever a video is incredibly cinematic like this, it tends to mainly be story focused, and then you don't get any choreography, you know. Like, I would say an example is, like, the first thing that comes to mind is like On and Off's Why. I think On and Off's Why didn't have any choreo in it. And sometimes, like, when you make a really, really cinematic piece, sometimes that happens, and I appreciate it. But I like that ONEUS' Come Back Home was able to actually, like, pull it all together. The costuming is wonderful. It looks so beautiful. Everything they shot in the forest, I think, is so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. Looks like they've got, like, an overhead light. God, that must have been so difficult to rig up. The fact that they shot this in an actual forest, all the smoke that you see there, that's artificial smoke, and that's so much smoke. They gassed that section of that entire forest. So as someone who has had to deal with fake smog, smoke grenades on a set, that is so much smog. It looks cool and really interesting, and it doesn't. It looks like a lot, but you truly do not get the scale of how much fog that actually is on set. That is an insane amount. And their acting is incredible too. Yeah, I love that move right there. They fall on their hand. Damn, the amount of precision.
Please come back.
But I think my favorite part of the song is, let me try to find it.
Please come. Please come back home.
This part. So this is actually something they did in their production for Lit as well. So what they like to do, and I'm noticing, and it's not a bad thing. It's kind of like becoming a signature thing for their title tracks that I really like. When they get into the final chorus, they have this portion where it's like this. It's after the bridge where they have another they have another rising climax. And they kind of hollow it out like ba 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 ba. And then when it drops back in, there's like way more percussion. There's way more beats going on. So it feels like way more fun, way more festive, and it's a lot of texture.
Please come back.
Right? And then if you actually listen to yeah, if you listen to the actual chorus, it's slower. So that, but then for the final chorus, after that big climax portion,
please come back.
so they do that, right? They do the same thing with Lit. I don't know if this is gonna get my video blocked because I'm gonna play 2 songs, but let's YOLO this. So they do the same thing in Lit. Here, let me pull the video up for you guys. So the actual chorus sounds like this. They like to go for a chorus that's a pretty steady, nice, well-paced rhythm. But then for their outro, they always do the same thing. They always, for their final chorus, they like to throw a little extra splash in there. They like to build up. They do a bridge, and then they like to build up to their final chorus again, and then do an explosive outro. That is one thing I love about ONEUS. It's like, it's a little extra effort put into the song that I really, really, really think that makes them special. I think if you guys don't follow me on Patreon, you guys might not know my evolution and my journey with ONEUS. I think ONEUS is one of the most low-key, one of the greatest K-pop groups for me personally. I just, their music resonates with me. I don't know what took me so long, but there was this realization where I forgot that Valkyrie existed, and I realized that Valkyrie and Lit came out in the same year, and Lit was only a second comeback. So Twilight was their first comeback, and then Lit was their second comeback. That nearly blew my mind. I'm like, Valkyrie was already a devastatingly addictive, insanely good song, but Lit was so good, I forgot that Valkyrie existed. It was to that point. After Lit came out, I had never listened to Valkyrie ever again. Up until like a few months ago. Like a month or two ago. Like Valkyrie just came on shuffle. And I was just listening to it in my car as I was driving. I was like, oh, I forgot how good this was. I forgot how good that bass, that boom, 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 boom. I forgot how good that was. And then I kept listening to it, Then I listened to Lit, and I was like, how did they release this in the same year? That's insane. That's insane. And that just blew my mind that they have such amazing releases. And then come back home. Come back home. For me, ONEUS is now one of my favorite groups of all time. ONEUS is one of my favorite groups of all time. I think Ido, learning all this about Ido being an incredibly talented singer is amazing. Getting to know the members more, especially the Road to Kingdom. Like, I love Hwanwoong. I truly believe that. I think Hwanwoong, give him a few years, let him get a little bit older. I mean, he already kind of has it now, but let him get a little bit older. Hwanwoong to me is like what I see in Jungkook from BTS. Like, that kid was born to be a center, right? And that's the kind of feeling I get from Hwanwoong. I'm like, this kid was born to be a center, And like his star power, his star quality, it's like it cannot be restricted. He is so good. And I think Hwanwoong is so talented. Give this kid a few years and this kid is going to dominate something. I don't know what, but Hwanwoong is going to be huge. I can already see that. But yeah, anyways, this video is getting kind of long. That was my reaction and review to ONEUS's Come Back Home. Guys, what did you think of the song and music video? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to support us, please visit us at patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos like this. And for just a little bit more, for our summer tier patrons, you get live stage variety show reactions. Like I said, all of Road to Kingdom is available on our Patreon, so you can go check that out. However, supporting us monetarily is completely optional if you don't want to, or you can't. We understand. A free way to support us is to just hit the like button down below. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about the video, and that's a free way to help us out. If you're new, go ahead and hit subscribe. Be notified when we upload a new video by hitting that notification bell. And check out all our other videos over here.